Hey family, forgive my audio if it's not the loudest, but this video is going to let you know what you should do with your tax money instead of spending it. And most of the time the things that we spend our tax money on are things that we later regret or things that we didn't spend our money on come to be things that we regret not investing in, not spending our money on, not doing. So instead of having that happen all over again like it's happened before, I'm going to tell you some things that you should do with your tax money instead of just spending it aimlessly to look bossing, flossing. I'm going to tell you what you do instead. Because one thing that people don't understand is that it's said that people in certain cultures, um, poor people, one of the reasons why they stay poor, stay down below, stay down the nitty gritty. Anyways, the reason why they stay low is because they're so busy trying to look like they flossing and bossing and got all this money from the get go. And instead of doing that when you get your money, do what rich people are doing. Rich people are investing their money. Okay, they are putting their money into things that's going to give them more money back. And that's what you need to be doing. Okay, we're not pretending we're rich. We're actually being rich. We're actually becoming rich. And we are doing what rich people do. And that's investing in your money. But before we do all that, let me tell you what to do with your tax money instead of just blowing it. I already mentioned investing, but I'm going to mention it again. Because the first thing I want you to do is I want you to start paying down that debt. Don't go flossing. You got debt. You got debt that you need to take care of. So don't go flossing. Go take care of that debt. That's something that you can do with your tax money instead of blowing it on things that you will later regret. Pay down that debt. Pay off that debt. Pay as much of that debt off as you can. Number two, invest it. Invest it because in order for your money to grow, you got to be putting it into things that's going to give back to you. Are those shoes and rims and things like that, are they giving back to you? Buy a stock instead. Okay? Something else that you can do with your tax money? All right, so because I feel like people just throw out the word investment, let me give you some investment ideas. I already said stocks. Learn a skill because by learning skills, that's what's going to further you into getting these side hustles, getting these side gigs and things like that. Learn a skill with your investment. That's what you can invest in. You can invest in your education. You can invest in your children. So, like, set aside some birthday money, some vacation money, start that emergency fund. That's what you can do instead of just blowing it. Start that investment fund. Put that cushion for savings. These are things, don't those things sound important? Those things that I just mentioned are setting you up for the future. All right. Those are setting you up for a solid future, a solid foundational future that's financially stable, that's leading to financial gains, financial growth, financial wealth. And that's the road that we're on. So instead of just blowing your money to look like you flossing, stunting on your homies, you know what I'm saying? Instead of going that route, invest it instead. Save it instead. Create an emergency fund instead. Pay off that debt instead. Now, that's not to say don't have a portion set aside for you because, yes, you can update that wardrobe. Just make sure you have a realistic budget. Just make sure it makes sense. Okay? Right? But yeah, spend smart, spend wisely. So, those are some things that you can do with your tax money instead of spending it. And I did mention you can spend it on yourself, but just be reasonable. Be financially responsible. All right? Don't just go to the store and try to up one somebody. No. Let's build and grow for the future. Let's what actually matters. All right? So that was it. Peace family as always. Let's link, let's connect in the comments. Let me know down in the comments some things that you are doing with your tax money. Um and things like that. Let me know what you're spending your money on. Let me know how you're using your money. All right. Peace, y'all. Lots of love.